touch one like I showed you a while ago, I touch this barely and all of a sudden the complete sound goes back to this level rather than where I had it before. So what I'm going to do is go back to the soundboard, okay, and then I made all my changes, and then I'm going to do locate. Now you see locate, all those, you see all these over here, all those are not anywhere near where they are software within the board. So in order to match what I did on the iPad within this VSL software, I just take these down and match them to one LED light. I'm not going to do all of them for the sake of time, but you'll understand. And then now you can see that those are pretty much the same right there. So that now I want my software to be represented physically on the soundboard, because I don't want to come back here and accidentally touch something and then it completely changes the sound. So the best way to do this is during a sound check. It's the best way to do it. I mean, you shouldn't have to do a whole lot of changes in the actual service or concert, whatever you're doing anyway, but that's what I like to do. And then now, let me just take all these back up because I know where they're pretty much around there. And now, as you can see, when I just did that, now all these are back where I just made the changes on the soundboard. But it's awesome. I mean, I can do whatever. I can do whatever I can do here on my iPad and on the right there. So I can be recording stuff on there. Sorry, my camera work is pretty shoddy today. I can do whatever I'm doing there. I can still affect the soundboard. So if we have no sound man over here, which sometimes happens, we usually have 2 or 3 guys back here, but which sometimes happens. Let's say I'm over here and I'm working within Logic or whatever we're doing, which I'll show you in a second. And something happens, whatever, I don't actually have to physically get up and go over there to the board, which sounds extremely lazy, but it's nice to be able to have that option. We're doing something, whatever, and I got to take somebody up, down, whatever. I'll just take them up and down right there, and the change is done right there. I mean, you get your changes done quicker. Let's say you're doing a concert or a small event, whatever, and you're the only sound guy. Just get one Presonus Studio Live board. They come in 24 channel, they come in 16 channel, they even have a smaller 16.0.2 board out now, which is a lot smaller. Depends on what you're doing as to which board I would get. We're happy with the 16.4.2s. We actually got them pretty much when they came out about 2 years ago. And we used to have a Soundcraft K2 board, analog, fully analog. It was giant, took up most of this table you're looking at, and we knew that it was time to move on to something new. We couldn't record from it the way we wanted to and everything, so we sold it and we got these boards. We knew we needed 2 because we knew we needed at least 32 channels, and then later on the 24 came out. But luckily we got these 2 because you can only record 32 channels whenever you're going FireWire to a FireWire interface, because that's the max bandwidth that FireWire allows. The only downside to these boards is only the master board's auxiliaries are working. The slave board, this one, you can't use those auxes. It's kind of hard to explain why. It does make sense why, because you don't want to have a whole, I mean, that's a slave board. That's not your main board that everything's pushing through. So it makes sense to not have the stuff coming through there. But it would be nice to have more auxes. If you get the 24 channel board, you get 10 auxes instead of 6. So if I was a traveling sound guy who went around and did sound for stuff, whatever, depends on how big the stuff was, but I would travel with the 24. Just because of options. I like having options. I like having the ability to have enough stuff, and in case I need it. I'm very much on in case I need it. I'd hate to get somewhere and then not be able to accomplish my goal because of a soundboard issue. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, let me show you. Let me take this off really quick. I should have just been doing, I had it on the tripod the whole time. Should have just been doing this. Okay, what we have, I'm just going to minimize. And if you're not using a Mac, I would highly recommend it. I mean, I just can't use PCs anymore. That thing does our lighting and our iTunes. And I would recommend the computer that you get to do universal control, your recordings, everything. I would recommend making that your solo computer. I mean, have that be its only function, really, because for one, it's kind of hard to be doing this, you know, editing something, mixing something while somebody needs to play a song, whatever, or use a computer to, you know, play a CD, whatever it is. So, or especially like if you're using like Easy Worship, it's what we use for displaying our words on the screen and all that kind of stuff. We like having just this computer here. We have dual monitors connected. We have a mini display port to DVI adapter with a DVI and HDMI into this. This monitor has HDMI, and then this one we have mini display port to. I'm sorry, this one is mini DVI port, mini DV port, and then this is mini display port to DVI, I think. And that's how we're connecting it. And the Mac Mini allows you to do two. If you can do Mac Pro, all power to you. I mean, you can. It's a beast of a machine. So it might be a little overkill for what you're trying to do here. We did upgrade this to 8 gigs of RAM. It's recommended by Apple. I think that it only goes up to like 4, but it actually can take 8. Here, I'll prove it to you. Let's just go to About This Mac. 8 gigs of RAM. That's what we're running, and we haven't had any issues. I put iStat Pro on here to show me what is always running, how much free we have. So right there, let's focus. We have 6.91 gigs free. That's our hard drives. Got a second hard drive attached. I could actually connect the third one to a terabyte the flash drive, and this app just shows you all your temperatures and everything. It's free. It's called iStat Pro. If you have a Mac, it just goes right on your dashboard. Anyway, let me open up Praise and Worship 32 track, which is a project that we created inside of Logic Studio. We're just comfortable with Logic Studio. It's Logic Pro 9. We're comfortable with it. We made an album with it. Via this soundboard, connected to a MacBook Pro. We didn't have this set up back then, but sorry, I was slowly zooming in there. We're familiar with it. You know, I'm sure Capture is a great program. We just haven't ever used it, so we just kind of went with what we're comfortable with. We know Logic works for us, and it works as a FireWire interface. Let me see if I can find. In the preferences here, general. I know I'm gonna have to edit now some of this video. Audio. Okay, there it is. Input device, Presonus Fire Studio. So we know the soundboards are a FireWire interface for us. So we have all of our channels over here, all the way down. And what I do is I just open up Mixer there, and then I kind of just do a highlight like that, drag it all the way across, and then whenever I click R on one of them, they all get armed. See that? And now they're ready to record. All I have to do is do this, hit R, and boom, we're recording. 32 tracks simultaneous. Can edit each track individually. I mean, it's exactly how we've been wanting to do it. We were doing a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack into a computer and trying to get all the auxiliary balances right and everything to get a good recording, and you can't edit that. I mean, it's essentially you're trying to edit like a CD that's already been produced. You can't do that. You have to actually edit each individual track. to get each individual thing correct. And I mean, you can see how good the quality is. We didn't use high-end microphones. We didn't use high-end preamps. We used the preamps that come inside of the Studio Live. I think it's X-Max. Could be wrong. They're pretty decent preamps, and we use this. And you can look it up on iTunes. It's the band is called Judah, and the album is called Resound. And we think it came out really well. It was edited in Logic and it recorded with this. I mean, we're very happy with our setup here. If you have any questions, please just post them in the comments to the video or send me a message. I usually get back the same day or two. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. I kind of started this channel. I have another channel, but I just started this one recently so I can kind of just do tech-focused stuff. I don't want to post random stuff on the same channel and everything. But I appreciate you subscribing. That'd be great. You can have it to, after you subscribe, to send you an email as soon as a new video is posted. Really appreciate that. And if you have any questions about the Studio Live, just ask, and I'll try to make another video just for the Studio Live itself. There's a bunch of videos out for the Studio Live, how to use it, how to mix with it, all the features of it. And it's a great board. I honestly, I'm super happy with it. I mean, everything that you can do, having the fat channel right here, to where any channel that I select, I can completely edit that channel. I have all this available to me, so I don't have to have a billion knobs going up and down for each individual channel. It was a brilliant design, and we're really happy with it, and we're glad that we got in on it whenever it was new. We didn't even know anything about the iPad thing or even the universal control coming out, and all that. So we're really pleased with it, and we like that Presonus is looking forward. They're visionary with it, and we're really happy with it. So this is just made this because the other Presonus video that I made got a few comments saying that they'd like another video. So here it is.